Anyone else get like crazy ideas or inspiration on the treadmill? Can you tell I was just working out when this came to me? I'm debating something. I'm starting to think that 2025 videos are going to be Sandy's thought process. Watch as Sandy works her way through making a decision, because that seems to be what has happened in a few of my videos of late. We're going to have a conversation. I would love to get your input and feedback, I guess, on two things. One is this is going to center around social media. I don't think you'd be surprised about that. But the bigger question in my mind is how much would you endure to succeed? As an entrepreneur, that is something you got to be willing to do. You got to be willing to ride out the rough times. But just how much are you willing to endure, especially if you're Black, Indigenous, or a person of color? Let's talk about it. Bonjour, Mishko Pakanan, Quain Adishna Kasmang. Hi, everybody. My name is Sandy Boucher. I'm Red Thunderbolt Woman of the Loon Clan, a proud member of Seine River First Nation in Treaty 3 territory in Northern Ontario. And as I mentioned, or if you look at my other videos, I don't normally look like this. Well, I look like this every morning. You don't get to see this. I was doing my workout and I don't know if you do this. I don't know if it's an Indigenous thing, a female thing, or a Sandy thing, but we could have a conversation. I'm going to ponder that conversation for probably the next 3 or 4 days. Not in a beat myself up way, not in a beat you up way, but just in a what was the lesson there way. What is Creator trying to show me? So, yesterday, I have an amazing event coming up next week. I was asked to come in to facilitate a discussion between two groups, both focused on the same issue, both each one coming at it in a totally different way that often puts them at odds with each other. And amazing compliment. The woman reached out to me, said she had been following me on Facebook for years, and she couldn't think of anyone else who could facilitate this session and keep it respectful and productive and people not killing each other, because it's an emotionally charged topic. These are passionate people. These are all good things, Indigenous focused. So of course I said yes. And I guess that comes down to the question of this video. So, the superficial question, for the sake of my business, do I go back on Facebook? And from a personal perspective, total honesty, I have zero interest in being there. I have definitely enjoyed the break. I can also say there are certain people in my world, friends, but more socially removed friends that I miss. Like often they would share something that would inspire me, not directly to me. It would be a post, and I miss commenting on those things. So there are some aspects I miss, but as a general rule, really like not having the app on my phone. Maybe that's what has to change. It is not really. I would not go back on Facebook for my personal profile, even though I miss those people. Alice, I'm thinking of you in case you didn't know that. Alice and Sam, miss you guys. Sam, oh, actually, there's two Sams. Alice, your grandson Sam, and then my girlfriend Sam. So That was interesting. You didn't realize that. Um, what I am thinking of and what sparked this discussion was the woman that is bringing me in to do this event next week. In her initial email to me, she had mentioned that she had been following my work for a long time. So I asked her, like, how did you find me? What brought you to my page? She mentioned she had found me on Facebook, that she had been following me for years, that I used to do a lot of strategic planning type work. Now I did more education based. Um, I corrected her. I still do strategic planning, but I tend to do it for First Nation entities that I support. It's my way of giving back. So I still do it. And those agencies I do it for know that and call me like every 4 years or whenever they do their next strategic plan. I love it. I so appreciate it. But it got me thinking, why am I in business? It's to help people. It's to educate people. It's to build bridges. It's to be a catalyst for the reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people living within Canadian borders. If people can't find me, that hinders that work. I wish there had been a mass exodus off Meta because of Zuckerberg's butt kissing to Trump, but that didn't happen. And kind of in lines with the video yesterday, there is so much, you know what? I think it is. There is overwhelm. There's so much insanity in the world and so much overwhelm in between, you know, fighting so you're not impoverished, fighting to pay for your food and your gas, and just wanting to make your world small. I can't think of this. I can't handle thinking of this. So I want to make it really small. And I just want to go on Facebook and post pictures of the great meal I just made. And I want to see pictures of my girlfriend's grandson's birthday party. I desperately need some feel good because there's so much feel bad in my world. I'm not going to judge anyone for that. So that's the debate. Do I go back on Facebook in a very small way personally, uh, more from my professional business page? Here's the challenge. Here's the debate. And unless you have a business page on Facebook, you wouldn't realize this. It changed a couple years ago. The Facebook making a change. Go figure. It's no one's surprised. Sarcasm, Sandy. First thing in the morning, really? Um, if you have a business page, it's like you have two entirely separate Facebook profiles. When I switch to my business profile, I cannot see my personal profile. So if you're messaging me through Facebook Messenger, you're a personal friend, I can't even see it when I'm in my business page. I have to switch out. And if I'm in my personal page, it's easier now, but it used to be very complicated to share something to my business page. Even worse, I see things on my business page every now and then that I want to share to my personal friends, and that's next to impossible because, like, it's not a me. Anyways, you get my point. Here's the problem. I really control my thread on my Facebook page, deciding who your personal friends are, whose posts you want to see. You have ultimate control. So, by the way, if you think your Facebook is a very negative, cesspool-y place to be, who are your friends? Who are you following? You have control over that. That one drives me insane because it's like, unfollow a few people like that. You don't even have to block delete them, which is what I do because I want them totally out, but whatever. On my business profile, Facebook suggests these other business pages. That's what's in the thread, and that's what led to me leaving Facebook, because there is so much very negative conservative rhetoric being shared in that thread. And that's going to get worse with Zuckerberg backing out on, you know, what he's going to control. That's what was soul crushing. See, and it's like unfollow that group, unfollow that group. I block, delete that group. It rarely did I see something positive, and that's why when I did, I wanted to share it. So that's the price. If I reenact my Facebook business page, like I am, here's the thing, if I do that, I am going to have to make such a conscious effort just to stay on my page, just to post there, just to interact with people there, to not back out to see the thread because it's soul crushing. And that's like, how much can I endure? How much can I take? Because that zaps my energy, and then I don't have the energy to educate and guide and support people that are doing good work. That was a long-winded way, lots of context for you to say, what do you think? Like, that woman found me on Facebook. I want people to be able to find me who need my help. Maybe they don't know about me yet. So I think I'm going to, as much as I want nothing to do with Meta, for the sake of my cause and for the people I'm trying to serve, I think I'm going to have to reactivate my Facebook business page and my personal page, because there's some people I want to stay in contact with. You know what this feels like? The last day of a vacation. Oh no. For those people that don't like their job. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. I don't want to do this. Help me. Help me. Indigenous or not, what's your view? Um, I will carry a very heavy load for the people that I care for. I want to be able to reach the people I can help. I'm not, I draw the line. I'm not going on Instagram. I'm not going on Threads. If I'm taking, it's going to be baby toe into Meta. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing the whole arsenal again. I post on Blue Sky. I post on my YouTube page. Help me. What do you think? Pros and cons. What would you do? What would you do if you were me, an Indigenous woman in this situation? Want to grow my business, want to help people. I'm here to be of service. A little concerned about the price. So, what do you think? This is what I think about on the treadmill. What do you think about on the treadmill? Until tomorrow, I love you. Take care. Bye bye.